Alright people, it's here, yeah. Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass is here, and I'm here to tell you about the stuff that you'll be contacted with before you even get the game. That's unless if you have the game and enjoy. Either way you like it or not, this is a sequel to The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. It starts right off when you just finish Wind Waker. I'm about to tell a spoiler, so if you don't want to hear, just close your ears. Here you go. Alright, you just start right after you beat Wind Waker. Now you're with Tetra's crew, or Zelda's crew. You're on a rushful day looking for a ghost ship called the Ghost Ship. It's said to be haunted, but with loads of cash. Tetra just wants to cash, but the other pirates are really scared of the ghost. One of the crew members from the bird's nest noticed a ship in the fog. And the fog just pops up right before the ship pops up, but actually the ship is the ghost ship. Right when the ghost ship boards, it goes right by the pirate ship. Zelda goes right inside the pirate ship just to look for the treasure. But right then, she gets kidnapped, and the ghost ship just rides off. You, Link, just go right after the pirate ship and hang on, yet you fall off. You lose track with your pirates and you land off in the water, so there goes with the game. So you're out of the pirate ship, but you're on an island. And what's that? You hear the annoying voice of the fairy. Yes, a fairy. She wakes you up in the middle of an island, and her name is Celia. She's a lost fairy that is being taken care of an old man in an island. So that's basically the start of the story. So let's talk about the gameplay and the features of the game. Now what you'll be seeing in this game is some new monsters, new of everything, but the newest thing that I found very interesting was the gameplay. Very interesting, because all you use is actually the microphone and the stylus. Yes, you have to actually use the stylus the whole time in the game. Wait, but don't worry, it may seem weird, but actually it's really good. It's really good. No, really, I am serious. Once you start picking up the stylus and start playing the game for at least an hour and a half or some sort, you will start forgetting on how to play your other games that actually use the button controls, really. Now later on in the game, you'll be meeting with your crew member and also a cowardly crew member, Linebeck. He'll be your captain the whole time and driving the ship, but you'll be controlling the ship on where it maneuvers. But you won't be using the stylus while you're driving. You have to use it on a map. Yes, a map. Well, the controls are very interesting because you use the cannon wherever you shoot. Now I know where you see in the trailers that it's pretty easy to shoot. Actually, it's pretty hard if you haven't mastered the stylus. If you mastered the stylus in other previous games where you use the stylus a lot, then you probably make this easy of a game when you shoot the cannons. Now, either if you like it or not, you have to do driving the ship the whole time. Yeah. If you didn't like it in Wind Waker, you probably won't like it in here, but they added a lot of new features. You could customize the ship, you could customize the cannon. There's some other stuff that's from the old Wind Waker, somewhere out there. But yet, you won't have a talking ship talking to you the whole time. So, that's another positive. Unless if you like that character, no offense to the fan. Sometime later in the game, you'll be finding the ghost ship and you'll have to chase after it. And as you, Link, being so adventurous and getting Zelda back, you have to go after the ship. But later on in the game, Linebeck tells you not to go after it because of the fogs. People die in there. So that's the part of the game. Alright, let's get to the main thing on why they called it Phantom Hourglass. Somewhere later in the game, you go to this place called the Temple of the Ocean King and find this item called the Phantom Hourglass. the only way you use the Phantom Hourglass is in the Ocean Temple. Well, if the sand goes all the way to the bottom, which you're timed to, once you enter the temple and the sand goes down, you start to lose life. And later on, the guards, which are called phantoms, they go after you and hunt you down. Now, this may sound weird, but even though these phantom guards are slow, they could kill you in one hit. So, that is really hard if you're not into The Legend of Zelda and you just got this game. If you're not into The Legend of Zelda and yet you got this game and you want to try it out, then it's going to be hard. Now, I know for your Zelda players who have played Zelda games for a long time, you may think these puzzles are easy, but some are out of the box. Really, they're out of the box. And what I mean out of the box is you use almost everything in the DS. I mean everything. Like one puzzle, you actually have to close the DS to solve the puzzle. Yeah, you actually have to close it. If you haven't played Zelda in a long time, or you haven't even played it and this is your first game, you might have a little struggles here and there, but I hope you get it, because some of the puzzles you won't even get because it is out of the box. So, now I know for you people who actually have this game and fighting is pretty easy, but there are a lot of enemies that you have to fight through, and there's also puzzles of enemies that you have to fight too. Yeah, and the bosses, they're really fun, and the graphics are so beautiful. Really, you're gonna love this game. Even though if you haven't played Legend of Zelda games ever, this will be the best of your DS library ever. And I'm not saying this in opinion. This uses almost everything in the DS, every feature for it. And what I'm saying is the stylus. You just use the stylus the whole time. You use the microphone the whole time. You actually have to close the DS to solve some puzzles. You actually have to use voice acting. You actually have to yell at the microphone to start an action. You could even whistle. You could do almost everything on this game, yet you don't use the buttons. You don't use the buttons. That is the only thing. Well, in some places you use the buttons where like you hold L or R just to show an equipped weapon or something like a boomerang. But you just tap on the item that you have equipped with you, and instead of holding the R button, that's what you do. Yeah. Now I know you want to learn more about this game and you want to see my review score on this and all sorts of stuff about it, but 8 minutes is enough for me on this video because I haven't made an 8-minute video in a long time. It's pretty scary, yet I'm actually interested when I do this. So thanks for watching, and watch part 2 if you want to learn more about this game, or if you have this game and want to know more about stuff.